Hello there, license and registration, please. This is a residential street, you know? Someone could have gotten owie.
Ooh woo. Yeah, Jake noped out of that one
He
hard.
totally left. Jake, come back. He's not coming back. Even the pug asked for him to come back.
Please! Please.
Thank you for coming back, Jake.
Are you done?
Yeah. Yes.
Great start.
Oh,
We're doing great.
I could have kept going, but I shouldn't.
I wouldn't have come back.
Sorry to pull you over, but the episode has to start now. Welcome to the Den of Lies, where speeding is wrong.
If you left already, we don't blame you.
This is supposed to be an episode where a lot of people should be able to watch, and I decided to start with that one. I hope this is a good
Great.
calling card.
No one wants to watch it anymore.
It's whatever.
We just had like 3 people on sub.
Fuck. People literally went into the Discord, nitro boosted it, and then unnitro boosted it, and then left.
So hi.
Hi, everyone.
If I had to edit this, Brian, I would have cut that entire thing out.
You probably would have,
I would have.
but I'm editing this
It
time.
just would have been a dead opening.
Yeah.
I'll just download the MP3 file or the MP4 file and then cut that out and then re-upload it.
Just cut out all of the audio. Put in static.
Just upload an image.
Or just have it looping with some terrible music or something.
Static noise for an hour.
Yeah.
Slowly zooms in on the image.
But hello. We are your hosts. Myself, Will Rabbit, or Brian. That's Miranda, or Chi-Chi. And that's Jake,
And a doggo.
or Angie. Motherfucker. He moved me.
Wanna try
I was
that one
wondering
again?
what happened.
Or Anjay, as he likes to go by on Discord. Is that better?
Yeah. And there's the dog again.
He's defending
Yeah, I'm sorry.
you. It's fine.
Usually I do this when the puggos are in bed, but because it's summertime, they stay up until 9 o'clock now.
I mean, if it's really bad in between speaking parts, I can just cut it.
Okay. I have my spray bottle right here, so. Puggos no like spray bottles.
Okay, but this episode,
They don't like being booped either.
yeah. Well, they barely have noses to be booped.
Yeah, you have to boop their entire face.
They don't, yeah, they don't have much of a face.
You can stack them straight up. Sorry.
Stacking pugs.
We're getting distracted. This is the Monster Girl episode, what is this, 3?
Why would I know?
I think this is 4.
Is it? I don't know. It's 3 or 4.
Puggos would count because before we started this, we talked about if there was a monster girl that was a pug and how hideous she would be.
I was lying to them. I wasn't lying and saying it would be beautiful.
It wouldn't.
You don't have to lie to the people that own pugs. We are fully aware that they are hideous.
The people who own pugs, Brian, are outweighing the people that don't own pugs in this call right now.
Yeah.
Your argument isn't valid. And you still won't give Max love, and he is very upset with you.
Wait, are you guys saying I'm not a pug?
You're not allowed to
You're
have
a
animals.
rabbit.
Oh, right. But, on to bigger and monsterier things.
Mon girls.
Yeah, we've picked a couple out, and we're going to go through the Monster Girl Encyclopedia and the actual Wikipedia versions of them. We're not going to go into full detail of each one. We're just going to kind of skim and give you the most hilarious and horrifying details.
Because anything in the Monster Girl Encyclopedia is horrifying and usually
graphic.
I was saying usually very rapey.
Yeah, it's a little rapey. But they're from Japan. They can't help it.
Jesus Christ, I just looked at the one just to look at it, and it comes right up as something about pulling his hips away. And it will force them to come back to him. Okay.
Yeah.
I just brought up the page for a second to have it up.
It's a good thing YouTube doesn't actually watch the podcast, or else it'd probably get shit canned for that. For like this, we're talking about this shit in general.
We'll get demonetized for
things
the
I
money
put in
we
me.
don't make on it anyways.
I was so upset. The image that I use for that sweating meme that you gave back to me, I can't actually put that in Adobe Premiere, and so I had to use the other one. But since that one, I don't know, it was just like, hey, this image doesn't work, and I'm like, fuck you. And so I just made another sweating meme, and that one was a vector image, so it was a lot easier to use.
So, to start out, I will start with the Scylla. Scylla. Yes, that's how you pronounce it.
I didn't ask.
But you know now.
Yeah. No, wait. Apparently it's Greek and it's Scylla.
Oh. Now
I know.
you lied to us.
I did.
Animal.
So, the Scylla is like take a Lamia but get rid of the one long ropey body part and just make it just a fuck ton. Half woman, half octopus, basically. But not in the like 50-50 split of like their body is octopus. More like their bottom half is octopus.
Octopi.
The image that I am constantly being bombarded with right now has a overly plump ass, and it looks like it's gonna fall off of her body.
That sounds very typical for Monster Girl Encyclopedia.
Yeah, here it is. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that's not very proportionate. She's pretty, though.
Yeah.
And she's got a little honey pot on her head.
I don't know what that is. It really does look like a bot. Many of them have personalities that are strong-willed and a little bit ferocious. Oh, really?
Let me guess. They're rapey, aren't they?
They attack ships traveling at sea, stealing food and men. They possess the ability to hide in tiny crevices. Oh, like an octopus. Which one wouldn't think they'd be able to fit into? Why would they write it like that?
Do they go into pee holes?
No, not that kind of crevice. An ass crack. Come on. While they have a strong side, they also have a cowardly nature as well. Oh man, like an octopus. Because of this, when danger approaches, they hide in those kinds of crevices. They've also been known to use such crevices as hiding places from which to launch sudden tentacle attacks on men who happen to be passing by, so be wary. Why are they writing this like it's a fucking sign in Greece? Like it's just by the ocean saying, be careful of going near those rocks, there's Scylla nearby. Or Scylla.
There's rapey stuff going on over there.
I'm gonna actually look at what this is.
Yes.
I'm gonna double check, make sure I'm saying it right.
Probably not.
I'd be surprised if he was saying it right.
Oh, wait. There's an English pronunciation and a Greek pronunciation. Scylla is the Greek. Scylla is the English. So I was saying it right. Fuck you, Wikipedia. Thanks, Wikipedia. In spite of the bold disposition they possess, they are insecure and starving for affection. They're cuddlebugs.
No.
They're
cuddle squids.
Cuddle squids. Cuddlefish.
Touché.
They love men so much that they feel uneasy unless they're clinging to a man. Wow, they really are cuddlefish. Is it racist to call an octopus a fish?
Yes.
I mean, aren't they?
Google. Is an octopus a fish? I just need a yes. It cannot be a fish. Octopus is a mollusk. My bad.
Oh.
A cuddle mollusk.
A mollusker.
Their heart is at ease, and they feel happiest when fucking, basically. So they always have their wet tentacles crawling all over a man's body as if to beg for affection. After being pleasured all over his body by them, a man will regain his liveliness, and then the Scylla will resume sex again to join her body more deeply with that of the man. So they fuck, and then he's just like, wow, I'm satisfied, and then she fucks him again.
Wow, I'm even more satisfied.
Wait, stop, I'm going to die. Sorry, what?
When she comes, does she ink?
Okay, now that's racist.
Well,
Is that racist? Or a bodily function, Brian?
Ink is more of a fear response. I'm not looking up how a fucking octopus reproduces, okay?
How do octopuses come?
How does an octopus come?
Brian's poor Google tonight.
Yeah, I'm not adding that to my fucking Google search history.
I would.
Do it. Contribute.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
Yes.
I'm busy.
You're fucking playing Fallout 4, aren't you?
I'm being beaten the fuck out by some guy named Sinner.
I don't even think I've met that guy. Well, I probably have, but I probably killed him immediately.
But I convinced him to leave, and then when he turned around, I shot him in the back.
Nice. Oh, here's the rapey bit. When they find a man who strikes their fancy, they manipulate their 8 tentacles to seize him and force intercourse for the purpose of bearing offspring. They love sticking their bodies all over men's bodies. In order to bring their bodies as close together as possible, they coil all of their tentacles around the man's body, sucking on him with the powerful suction cups and not letting go. Even after the fuck is finished, they don't necessarily separate from their man. Their man. How possessive. And it's said that it isn't uncommon for them to spend a day joined together like this. The guy's probably got a shit or something. What would you do that to that poor man? They share the same environment with a monster called Charybdis. I'm gonna look at this real quick. It's like a clam.
I was gonna say a crab girl.
An aquatic subspecies of
word
mimic
for vagina
that live on the seafloor inside a giant barnacle. So they just live in a giant barnacle. Here's the image of that.
The image of that.
I forgot the name immediately. Charybdis.
I wonder how they get dick then if they live in barnacles. It's not.
No, they
like
just live in them. They aren't barnacles.
No, that's what I mean. Like, they're just hanging out in the barnacles.
In order to get a human man for food and breeding, they periodically generate huge whirlpools focused around their nesting holes. There we go. They get sucked down so they can get sucked down.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Are we done yet?
Nope. They were even thought to be a...
Please don't.
No. And were even thought to be a set for some time. While the ships are stopped by whirling tides generated by Charybdis, they take men away from the ships, and also go after the men spat out by the Charybdis. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't care if I'm not. Besides hanging out around them, they prefer...
They'll go for sloppy seconds.
Yeah, basically. They prefer lurking in small places, so they often go into their nesting holes to seek shelter. The Scylla does. For that reason, the Scylla are extremely friendly towards them. However, the Charybdis resent them for stealing the men they go after and for sneaking into their nesting holes when they're right in the middle of having sex with their husbands. What?
Yes.
Husband? The man's dying! The man cannot breathe when they're there. What do you mean, husband? Do they just, like, pick him out of the fucking water and go, you're my husband now, and he's just like...
Apparently. As a married woman, I can confirm that is how marriage works.
I get this shit on my face. Let's figure out what an actual Scylla is.
Yes, please.
They made their first appearance in Homer's Odyssey, where Odysseus and his crew encounter her and Charybdis on their travels. Oh, that's a real one. I didn't even think that was a real one. I thought it was just some bullshit they made. At the very least, when they make monster girls off of, like, old-timey Celtic or Greek or anything mythology, it's at least close to what they were, like, originally. Okay. According to some Byzantine poet, Scylla was a beautiful naiad. Naiads are a type of spirit or nymph who was claimed by Poseidon. But the jealous, whatever this thing's name is, Nereid Amphitrite turned her into a terrible monster by poisoning the water of the spring where it would bathe. A similar story is found in Hyginus, according to whom Scylla was loved by Glaucus. Wow, what a bunch of fucking Greek names. Who would have guessed?
Wow.
But Glaucus himself was also loved by the goddess sorceress Circe. While Scylla was bathing in the sea, the jealous Circe poured a baleful potion into the sea water, which caused Scylla to transform into a frightful monster with 4 eyes and 6 long, shaky necks, equipped with the grisly heads. With grisly heads, each of which contained 3 rows of sharp shark's teeth. Body consisted of 12 tentacle-like legs and a cat's tail. Why a cat's tail?
Why not?
While 6 dog's heads ringed her waist. Dog heads. Wow.
They're probably pugs.
They're pugs, obviously. In this form, she attacked the ships of passing sailors, seizing one of the crew with each of her heads. Yeah, that's weird.
That's pretty puggy.
There's no art of it. Except for...
Oh, no.
Except for this. This is the only art I have of the original Scylla. Just an old...
It looks like it just has a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, they're dog dicks. They're dicks made of dogs.
No, thank you.
I feel like that is someone's fetish, though.
No, thank you.
Alright, Miranda, would you like to do one of yours?
Oh, I guess. I have might as well go with the Baromets since I was already laughing at that paragraph.
The Baromets is amazing.
Yeah, so I had posted a picture of the Baromets on...
Here it is. Bam.
Oh,
I'm showing it on...
Oh, okay, yeah,
video.
The picture. So I had posted it on our Facebook page, our Monster Girl Facebook page, and I had a bunch of people asking me what the hell she was, and I had no idea. So now we're all going to learn together. Apparently, it's a plant that grows sheep originally, but of course we're going to do the psycho crazy Monster Girl version. That's a mysterious plant type monster that's said to grow fruit with the form of a sheep. And she is kind of cute. But inside the jelly-like flesh of the fruit of the sheep is a beast woman covered in fluffy cotton wool. And she uses spirit energy, which feeds on men while having sex with them after fertilization. That's how it produces seeds. Okay. Yeah, diet. Nutrients from the soil and men's sperm.
Of course.
Great. During their mating season, they release cotton, and it goes into the wind like those little puffy thingies outside. And when the cotton fluff is drifting in the air and it reaches a guy, the fragrance, the fragrance, ooh, from it.
Jake, don't leave. Jake, don't leave. Jake. Okay, he's good. We're good. Go ahead.
The sweet fragrance from it makes the guy start coming almost immediately, and he needs to go find her.
Well, no, I read a bit earlier. It's a light coming. It's like a back of the head coming. It's just like, man, I feel him coming in the back of my head. And it's just like, I gotta go figure out where the scent is coming from so I can stop coming.
Yeah, he tries to go sniff it out to find the source of it. And
that would be a hilarious sight, seeing a man just sniff about.
There. Eventually, the man's body will react to the scent, and he will reach them and find them, and has an intense feeling of passion, even though he doesn't even know what it looks like. All right, here's the thing that I randomly pulled up. If the man tries to pull his hips away, the elastic, bouncy flesh of the fruit will push him back in, and naturally his hips will crash right back into her hips.
Yeah,
so...
and, the horrifying part is, they pull them into the fruit. Into that giant orange fruit thing. They're just in there with them now. And it's just you're trying to run away? No, you're not allowed.
And if he tries to move violently, he'll be knocked out by a rebound of the fruit. That is accordingly powerful in return. Oh. So if he tries to get away, they just knock him out and still rape him.
Yeah.
All right. Once this happens and their hips slam together, both their hips will then be rebound and their hips will slam together again and again and again and again. As this repeats, they will end up having continuous sex. Really? You don't say.
That's not exactly the most, like accurate thing. You're gonna get a bent dick.
The man won't be able to stop his hips from bouncing on his will because of that. And every time his hips crash into hers, he'll be attacked by a burst of pleasure.
Attacked? Oh no.
That's what it says. Their husbands enjoy more than just intercourse. And of course, many become engrossed in licking and slurping all over every inch of their body, as well as sucking on their lips, intertwining on their tongues in order to sip some of the fruit juice.
Imagine a wife that just makes juice for you. I'm sure that's someone's dream.
But it's like she's so cute.
But
I don't understand why do they gotta do her bad like this?
But they have demon energy.
They are from the mountain areas and wastelands. Their disposition is gentle and lustful. At least I wouldn't really say gentle if they're just like forcing them to hip rub. But it's based off of I pulled up the good gnome. It's based off of a thing from Latin tales. I think that's where I'm getting it from. Nope, Northern Europe. It's the vegetable lamb of Tartary.
Central Asia.
Oh, I was looking down. Underlying legends is a cotton plant, which is unknown. Oh, unknown. Okay. But yeah, it's once believed to grow sheep as fruit. So it's like a plant that just grows sheep, except in the Monster Girl version, it's just a sheep in weird goop.
Yeah, we don't need the characteristics. It's just
a
vegetable lamb. That's what they want to fucking say.
Possible origins is Greek historians wrote about trees in India where the fruit
whereof is a wool exceeding in beauty and goodness that of a sheep. The natives make their clothes of this tree wool. Oh, it's just cotton.
They probably just saw like a cotton tree or something, or cotton, whatever it would be, bush, tree, plant.
Yeah.
There's also a similar plant animal in Jewish folklore. It's called the Yuda or Yida. I don't know. It was a lamb in the form. It was like lamb in form and sprouted from the earth, connected to a stem. Yeah, there's not too much on it. It looks really weird. I like the first picture they have that's just like, it's like a flower, but
it's just a sheep at the top of the flower.
Yeah.
It's the fucking best, honestly.
There's really not too much on it compared to some of the others.
Yeah.
It's just talking about how somebody wrote about it.
It's still quite interesting.
Water sheep.
Water your sheep, kids, or else they'll dry out.
But she is cute. And there's not a lot of art of her, because I looked before when somebody asked me what the hell she is, and I think I could only find like 3 art pieces in general, including the Monster Girl one.
As a Monster Girl, she's fairly new. Kind of like the Bunyip. The Bunyip only started getting art a couple months ago. Same
Release
with the
date 2015.
Really?
That's what it says.
I guess not many people are drawing Monster Girls. Or at least not the out there ones.
Somebody in the comments says, up until now, it made me wonder if she was simply just a weird sheep that wandered into a big orange fruit and got stuck there. That's not too far off from what she actually looks like.
Yeah. Alright, we'll move on to the Cait Sith, which I didn't think was actually real. Like, I knew it existed, but I didn't know there was, like, an actual Wikipedia for it. There's not a lot on it, though. I could read all of this. There's so little. As for the Monster Girl version, Cait Siths are particularly monstrous beast-man-type Monster Girls. Thanks, Monster Girl Encyclopedia, for making that such a difficult sentence to just look at. First mentioned in Fallen Maidens several years before their actual profile introduction as Ketoshi. whatever that is. Thanks, Japan. One of the very rare examples of monsters which can be formed by demonic energy corruption of non-sapient creatures, others being Cait Sith and Tentacle. What the fuck is Tentacle?
Thing you talked about earlier.
No, this is plant type, apparently.
Usually.
Well, usually an appendage, but it's a plant.
An appendage?
A plant
A tentacle?
Append plant. Plantendage. Anyways. Born from the monsterization of cats that were once animals. Even among the cat family, these beings are especially close to beasts. Their entire body is covered in fur. But it's not furry. Remember, It's not.
That sounds pretty furry to me.
When a cat is joined to its male owner by a strong bond and has developed feelings of love for him, if it is showered in demonic energy, it will transform into one of these Cait Sith.
I like how they call demonic energy.
It's just magic in there. It's
the
Monster Girl Encyclopedia version of saying a wizard did it. It's literally it. Possessing extremely high intelligence, they have been given the duty of ruling cats along with magical power. They can even cast various spells. Wow, it's almost like it's a D&D character.
Is it?
No. But someone easily could. Go ahead, weebs. Have fun with it. I love how I said that almost in an insulting tone. Have at it, weebs!
We're not weebs or anything. We can pass judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
Shut up, Jake. You play MapleStory.
Yeah, and it's on anime.
It's weeby enough.
No, it's not.
It's close. You would have to admit. Okay, well, it's not weeby. It's Korean. But it's like
exactly.
so
it's
close.
Korean, not Japanese.
It is so close.
I like how you could have gone with
if you want to get on the Japanese stuff, go to fucking JMS, you piece of garbage.
What is that?
That's just the Japanese servers of MapleStory.
Oh.
The other Asians, the other people that are also good at the game.
Those people across the river.
Yeah, basically.
You also do play your boat girl games.
Barely.
Yeah. You've gotten away from boat girls lately.
Yeah, MapleStory.
I still don't understand how you can play that for so long. It seems so grindy.
It is. The only thing is grinding.
Yeah, what's up with those kind of games?
You hush. You still haven't given up Diablo. By the way, if Diablo 4 is bad, like I think it's gonna be, you have to play fucking Minecraft Diablo with me. I'll even buy it.
How about a big fucking fat no?
Oh. But
Diablo
you know it's not possible.
We have recorded
Diablo
evidence
4
of it.
Might be pretty good if they don't fuck us over.
Yeah, but
I have high hopes. I'm being optimistic.
Exactly, which is why you should take this bet.
No, because I don't want to end up having to play Minecraft for any reason.
So you have little hope in Blizzard as well.
So that cat pussy, right?
Not a furry, by the way.
Minecraft?
How about that Minecraft? There's cats in that. You could fuck them, I think.
So how about those cats?
Remember when I picked up those llamas?
Yeah, that was great.
Good times. Remember when I spawned a bunch of llamas?
Remember when your fucking ocelots murdered our chickens?
My chickens. I farmed those chickens fair and square. I threw bone meal at them until they were little babies, and then they died.
Sky Factory is the dumbest shit. Anyways.
They fulfilled their purpose of being killed.
Just like their outward appearance, they're closer to cats that are animals on the inside, too. They have selfish, capricious personalities, and perhaps because of having been spoiled by humans, they consider themselves and other cats to be of higher standing.
So they're basically just a cat.
That's what they're saying. They display an arrogant attitude towards men, speaking in a manner such as the following. If you think I'm cute, then I'll let you pat my head. Or,
ooh, woo.
If you say you want to mate with me that much, then I'll make you my male.
Ooh, woo.
You don't have to add the ooh, woo. Okay,
yeah,
Jake's still here. Good. I gotta check sometimes. Whenever the term ooh, woo comes up, I gotta check now. Ever since the start of the episode. What?
He's not listening anyways.
Yeah. He chimes in.
Out now. Look, I'm listening to Shank tell me about how to beat the shit out of settlements, and it's making me excited.
Who's Shank?
The guy from Nuka World.
Oh, right. I didn't like him.
Brian,
I didn't like him either, but this is my
us.
first time playing it, so I like this guy right now.
I didn't like Nuka World that much. It added too many Nuka-Colas.
Oh man, my inventory is full of at least 100 Nuka-Colas right now.
I know, and I hate it every time. It's just like, oh, but I want to keep it.
I have 64 Nuka-Colas. I don't want to get rid of them.
And regular Nuka-Cola is so fucking hard to come by there. It's absurd how hard it is to come by.
I actually like nutted over like a case of Nuka-Cola Quantum because I found like 6 of them, and I'm like, oh.
Wow, that's pretty good. Did you go to the factory with all the crabs?
Yeah, that's where I found it.
Okay, good. Did you get the armor?
Yeah. I don't have the Quantum armor yet, but it's a work in progress.
Where was I?
I don't know. Where were you? I wasn't listening.
Heather, Sundari.
Yeah, on the other hand, if petted, they cannot help but purr, and they naturally snuggle up to their partner to have a sniff of their scent. Fuck's sakes. In this way, when it comes to the man they have acknowledged as their own male, they lose control over themselves. Their body and heart, being close to that of a beast, will react very honestly to the actions of a male.
You should have had Cat wake up to do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
I don't like waking her up, though. She works hard.
Wake up and read this cat smut now.
Their body and heart being close to... Oh, wait, I read that already. They easily go into heat when enveloped in the warmth of and odor of a male.
Jesus Christ.
And after becoming only female beasts, they will affectionately rub their entire body against the male. Cat fuckers unite.
I agree.
There's a lot more.
How about we
I didn't ask if there was a lot more.
While moaning in an alluring manner, while in heat, only thing in their heads is to receive bestial lust of the male and become pregnant. Okay. Like the hipster guys. Nope, not reading that. Cat kingdom created by the cat god. What? Cat goddess Bastet is a cat paradise where various cat family monsters live, as well as ordinary cats. As long as men living in the kingdom obey the law and adore cats, they are promised a life of... This is just some fucking asshole. It was just like, I like cats too much. I want a world where there's just cats.
I don't really trust the people that make the Monster Girl Encyclopedia.
I don't either.
I don't really want to talk to them. I don't know why.
I would love to talk to them.
I'd like to stay as far away from them as possible.
No. Don't slander us that quick. We need to talk to this person. They're probably fucking Japanese, though, so it's not like we could have a conversation with them.
Not with that attitude.
I don't speak Japanese.
Not with that attitude.
You know what? You're right.
Well, good news. If they're French, I can say like a couple sentences.
One of the duties...
Nothing that would prove useful, but...
Oh, in this cat kingdom, one of the Cait Sith's duties is to punish criminals who have been brought back to the cat kingdom. If the culprit is male, then his human rights will be stripped away and he will become the property of them and their cat underlings. He will become a cat toy that will be played with and milked... No,
you gotta say it.
And milked by the cats whenever they feel like it, 24 hours a day.
Thanks, Monster Girl Encyclopedia. We love you.
On this occasion, they will cast a spell to make him vulnerable to cats, such that he will become extremely sensitive to the cat's tongues and paws.
Why is this a thing? I understand some of the other ones, but why this?
I don't know. If the culprit is a female, they will cast a spell to change her into a cat. And she will be changed into one of the cat family monsters. The new cat will have to live surrounded by her senior cats who are nasty with a love of mischief. They will train her as much as they please and instill her body with a sense of what it is to be a female cat. Oh man, does that mean sex, of course?
So yeah, how about those gnomes? I got gnomes.
I gotta go through the original Cait Sith first.
Do we, though?
There's less sex involved. This is our reprieve from the encyclopedia. I want to own these encyclopedias someday, by the way, because I just love how weird they are.
They're pretty decently priced on Amazon.
They're like $30. And there's like 3 volumes. Not to be confused with the one from Final Fantasy VII. The Cait Sith, which is Scottish Gaelic. Oh, there's also Irish Gaelic. Cat Seed. However you pronounce that. Pardon. Is a fairy creature from Celtic mythology. Oh, Kirsten really should have been awake for this. It's a fairy. Said to resemble a large black cat with a white spot on its chest. I used to have a cat like that. Well, not large, but he was a decent-sized kitty. Legend has it that the Spectral Cat haunts the Scottish Highlands. The legends surrounding this creature are more common in Scottish folklore, but a few occur in Irish. Some common folklore suggested that the Cait Sith was not a fairy, but a witch that could transform into a cat 9 times. The Cait Sith may have been inspired by the Scottish wildcat itself. Oh, there's an actual cat. It's a pretty kitty. Hang on.
Oh boy.
Look at this good boy. Yeah.
Every time I go to a settlement to take over, Shank's like, hey, you already own that settlement, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, fuck those guys.
Oh,
Ruthless.
Alright, man, you're going full raider.
Nice guy.
It is possible that the legends of the Cait Sith were inspired by Kellis cats, which are a distinctive hybrid between Scottish wildcats and domestic cats. Only found in Scotland.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Cait Sith is all black, blah blah blah. Spot on the chest, described as being large as a dog. Giza displays itself with black, arched, and bristles erect. Don't say erect. Oh, the king of the cats. In the British,
dogs like it when you say it.
Sputnik does not appreciate that.
In the British folktale, the king of the cats, a man comes home to tell his wife and cat, old Tom, that he saw 9 black cats with white spots on their chests carrying a coffin with a crown on it. And one of the cats tells the man to tell Tom Tildrum that Tim Toldrum is dead. What the fuck? The cat then exclaims, "What? Old Tim dead? Then I'm the king of the cats." Old Tom then climbs up the chimney and is never seen again. Wow.
That reminds me of a joke that they use in Muppet Treasure Island, where they're like introducing everybody on the ship, and there's old Tom, really old Tom, dead Tom.
What? What the fuck? It reminds me actually of a Ghibli movie.
Muppet Treasure Island is a really good movie. It's my favorite of the Muppet movies.
There's a cat here.
How on point.
I killed it.
Motherfucker. How dare
It didn't
you?
rape you?
The cat returns. I don't think it's Ghibli, but I'm gonna make sure. Nope. Production company, Studio Ghibli. The cat returns. It was a good movie. There's a soul-stealing aspect, apparently. People of the Scottish Highlands did not trust the Cait Sith. They believed that it could steal a person's soul before it was claimed by the gods, by passing over a corpse before burial. Therefore, a watch is called the Fail Fadalach, or however you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I butchered that Scottish/Irish people. Sigata, you can yell at me later. Were performed night and day to keep the Cait Sith away from the corpse before burial. Methods of distraction, such as games of leaping and wrestling, catnip, riddles, and music, would be employed to keep the Cait Sith away from the room in which the corpse lay. In addition, there were no fires where the body lay, as it was legend that the Cait Sith was attracted to their warmth. No, well, yes, cats like warmth. On Samhain, a Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest season, beginning of the winter, or the darker half of the year. Neat. It is believed that Cait Sith would bless any house that left a saucer of milk out for it to drink. And those houses that did not let out a saucer of milk would be cursed into having all of their cows' milk dry. Oh no. Tagame. There's also a practice called Tagame, where they believe that the demonic Cait Sith, called Big Ears, would appear and grant any wish to those who took part in the ceremony. The ceremony required practitioners to burn the bodies of cats over the course of 4 days and nights.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Yeah. It is rumored to have been practiced by Aleister Crowley. Cool. I love seeing this man's name.
I just talking about him the other day. I was explaining to my husband who he was. Because I'd watched a thing on him.
He's just some magic-obsessed cunt.
He got his shit together at the end of his life, pretty much, and became a really good dad.
Didn't mean he stopped practicing magic.
Yeah, I think he did. As far as I understand, like, he had a son, and was like, alright, I'm done being a jackass, and was, like, actually a really good father. I mean, not that that discredits everything else that he did, but...
Yeah. The rumored burning of cats for 4 days and 4 nights.
Yeah.
Some people believe that the Cait Sith was a witch that could transform... Okay, we already read this. Thanks for the transformation section, but it was unneeded. Oh, there's Cait Sith as well. There's no picture. I don't care anymore. Alright, you said something about gnomes earlier?
Gnome. It's gnome. But it's... The Monster Girl Encyclopedia version is not like the gnome that we think of.
Yeah, if
it looks more like... It looks... I don't want to say goo girl, but like if it was one of like dirt.
If it was a slime girl, but it was rocks instead of slime.
Yeah, that's the best way I can think to explain it.
Here's the picture for me to remember for later.
Picture. But they are earth elements born from concentrated earth elements that were corrupted by demonic energy and became monsterized elements. They have become monsters with a woman's form, which you see because they have titties. They are monsters with a quiet, carefree disposition and inhabits lands that are rich in earth-like caves, and they are good for the soil. Yeah, caves, mines, etc. Their diet is men's cummies.
Yep.
When they spot a man who strikes their fancy, they will gently embrace them with their body, which is full and voluptuous, as if to symbolize the earth. You know, because Mother Earth, you know. They tempt the man in their arms to seek their body in pursuit of sex.
Wait, what?
Most of the time they hardly speak.
No, you missed the last part. In pursuit of sex and a covenant. We gotta remember that.
Yeah, because they wanna get married.
Of course.
However, they occasionally whisper sweet nothings like a lover. And they throw themselves at the person, seeking to make love. They prefer
so they're romantic. Wow.
They like to make slow love. Making love slowly over a long period of time. And it's so weird to see this and then see gnome.
Every time you say the word gnome, I'm going to put in that shitty gnome meme. Making that fucking
I always just
noise.
think of like Noam Chomsky or something.
Alright. Yes, they are not to be confused with the actual, like, porcelain fucking lawn gnome bullshit.
Yeah, no, but this is what I see. But just as the soil feeds off the plants with nutrients, they slowly infuse their person with the power of the earth necessary to make use of their power. So they pretty much just engulf them and just feed off their sperm. Oh,
she's just having a long day. It's just like, husband, can you just jizz into my mouth right now?
No, they don't even bother doing that. They just bring them into their body.
Or it's just like they grab their dick like an antenna. It's just like, okay, I'll just grab energy.
No, see, there it is right there. Their body, which symbolizes the earth, gently envelops the guy's penis, holding. Oh.
Holding it tightly as if it were meant to take root there.
Yeah, I was getting there. I just need to brace myself for it. Due to the power of the earth flowing into him, along with pleasure, the man will experience an indescribable feeling of relief.
Captain Planet. Sorry. Go on.
And they will end up overflowing with energy, so that he will seek them even more. He will become enthralled, becoming continuously joined with them. Then, in order to join with even more... Hold on. In order to join basically they just get farther within to try to, like, they want to become one with it.
It's pretty bad. Sorry, I was thinking, when I yelled Captain Planet, I was just thinking of, like, Earth energy, and it's just like, is that how Captain Planet was made?
He was raped by a gnome. They, of course, are earth elements, and their corruption is the same as corrupting the earth of the natural world. With the soil being condensed and with demonic energy, plants which were Plants that were formerly green are now, like, freakish, omniscient plants of the demon realm. And they make prisoner fruits, which the monsters eat to enhance their personal beauty. So, I mean, there's that. Their disposition is calm and gentle. Yeah. But going to what Wikipedia is saying a gnome is, it's something completely fucking different.
Plant-type monsters.
And I don't even know if they should even be related.
We'll just skim over it. Plant-type monsters such as Alraun and Mandaroga are likely to grow even more lewd and powerful when they're nearby. Ooh.
So the gnomes come from the Renaissance time.
Neat.
They are a spirit. Mythology's Renaissance, yeah. First reported in the 16th century. They sit outside old ladies' lawns.
Yep.
And are a thing that you can rescue and left for dead.
Yeah, Chomsky can be saved.
Insert Gnome Chomsky here. The English word is attested from the early 18th century. Gnomes were used in Alexander's Pope's... God damn it, the Rape of the Lock.
Wait, what? Where is this?
The romanticism in modern fairy tales. The English word is attested from the early 18th century. Gnomes are used in Alexander's Pope book called The Rape of the Lock.
Huh. How did we get here?
I don't know. The creature is from this the creatures are small, which, I mean, I don't know what they would. I don't think they're small in the Monster Girl one, but I mean, we all know that the other gnomes
they're different. Apparently, in fairy tales, they're mostly synonymous with the older word goblin. So, I'd
almost say these are two separate things.
Yeah, I just figured it'd be decent to give a. See, I looked up Japanese gnome, but it didn't come up with anything. It comes up with fucking lawn gnomes.
Lawn gnomes came out after World War II.
Really?
During the 1960s and 1970s. Oh, they came out because of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh. There's a gnome theme park. There are many gnome theme parks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gnome themed parks. Oh, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Germany.
Europe.
Garden Gnomes Liberationists.
What?
Gnome parades.
You can,
so yeah, let's move on to that next one.
Moving on to the Sphinx. Let's see how rapey this is gonna get, because they're basically just Egyptian cat girls. I just realized I picked 2 cat-related things, so I'm not gonna go too in-depth on this one. Thank God there's not a lot of fucking trivia for it.
Where's Cat when we need her?
Sleeping, still. She'll be awake in like an hour. I only know that because she works in an hour. Hour and a half. Is Jake even still here? Yeah, he's still here. Okay.
I'm here.
I think he gave up on us a long time ago.
He has to be subjected to it at the very least. Like, even if he's doing something else, he has to be subjected to listening to us.
I can hopefully tune you on a little bit.
Well, you gotta at least, like, chime in with a joke every once in a while, you know?
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you're here. You're comedy talent. That's what I'm paying you. the big bucks for.
I'm looking at official Monster Girl Encyclopedia art.
Yeah.
You're paying me the big
really
bucks on stuff that I don't care about, though. That's the thing.
What do you mean? I bought you Fallout 4.
No, but like you're making me do this on something I don't really care about.
Oh, well.
You did this to yourself.
Is that a mod where you can play as the gnome?
Yes.
Noam Chomsky himself.
Wow. That's kind of amazing. I'm enthralled. Huh. I'm gonna use that for the picture. Why did you show me cows? Or cow and sheep?
I just said I found official Monster Girl Encyclopedia art that has a gnome in it, and she's tiny.
Oh.
I circled her.
Yeah,
But then this art has, like, her with a bird, so, I mean... I don't know. Subjective? Maybe they grow once they get a dude inside them.
Maybe. Monster Girl Quest actually has a main character named Gnome, which I think that's what this is based off of slightly. I don't know if everyone got their shit from Monster Girl Quest or if Monster Girl Quest got their shit from this.
We'll never know.
Yeah. But
we'll never know.
We'll never know. But yeah. Well, they do have this thing called Salamander in Monster Girl Quest, and it's not an actual salamander, it's the fire thing, which I think we talked about in a previous episode.
Yeah, we talked about, I want to say in the first episode.
Yeah,
she's like a fire dragon thingy.
Yeah, but that one actually had, like, mythology to it. I could find that, I think.
Instead,
Jake,
we're stuck with gnomes and cats.
We want.
Jay, what was the water one in Monster Girl Quest called?
The water lady?
Yeah.
Undyne?
Maybe.
That's the water thing from Yu-Gi-Oh, and I feel like I'm pretty sure they had the same name.
I'm gonna ask Seoda because he knows way too much about
I
Monster
mean,
Girl Quest.
you could just look it up.
No.
The watery girl from that gives you powers or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, her name's Undyne.
Oh. Well, there we go. There's no such thing as an Undyne in the real world either.
Yeah, there is. It's just a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Not that one. Back to Sphinxes. More cat fucking.
Oh, thank God.
You were waiting patiently with bated breath.
Cat puss.
I was so close to making a... You know what? I'm not even going to say it. It's not worth it. It's not worth saying.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth saying the P word.
Cat puss?
Yes.
Puss puss.
They live in the desert, subordinates to the pharaoh. Wait, it has a link to pharaoh? Please tell me this is just... No, there's just a pharaoh. What the fuck? Oh, originally they weren't monsters, but humans.
Until
Whatever.
the pharaoh was like, I want to fuck a cat.
I don't know. I'm not looking into that anymore.
We all gave up.
They stalk the sands to protect their ruins from curious travelers. Then they catch maybe ensorcelled, that's a hell of a word, with magical riddles. Oh, like actual Sphinx. Type of werecat that inhabits the desert region. Thank you for repeating yourself again.
You're welcome.
On top of having superior physical abilities like other cat types, it also possesses great intelligence and magical power. Wow, magic cats. Charged with the task of protecting ruins for... Thanks for repeating yourself again! Can I just read through and not be saying the same shit over and over again? What is with this fucking intro? Who needs this? It's the same as the fucking beginning of the entry.
The gnome one was like that too. That's why I was skipping around so much.
I'm just gonna skip the intros from now. In contrast with Anubis, who guard the interior of the ruins, they guard the exterior. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, a charm curse. They cast a charm curse whenever a human man is approaching the ruins. What is a charm curse? What is it, a charm or a curse?
Whatever it is, it makes them horny.
I guess. The curse is put into place depending on the result of their questioning. If a man answers incorrectly or finds himself unable to answer, he gets afflicted with the peculiar curse. Oh boy, what's it going to be? Is it going to be rape? A man charmed by the Sphinx due to the curse
It's rape.
will no longer be ravished by her. Will long to be ravished by her and offer his own body. It's rape. He will end up falling for the Sphinx's temptation and having sex with her. On the contrary, if a man were to answer correctly, the curse would be reflected back to the Sphinx herself. But in this case, too, the Sphinx herself will be charmed by the man and go into a rut, which would likely result in her attacking the man and forcing intercourse in the same way as other monsters.
I agree.
Wow, I hate this. Hang on.
I hate it.
Here you go. I'm going to put this on the screen and everyone has to read it. Here you go.
I vote
but
Jake
wait.
reads it.
There's an accompanying
Brian says
picture.
one word, I'm leaving and not coming back this time.
I'm not answering this at all. I'm not saying this out loud. I refuse.
So this is why we need Cat right now.
Here's the image that accompanies.
How many times have we done it? 4 times?
No.
Fifth time.
No. We're not saying this. They have to read it.
Hang in there until you answer correctly. Yeah. I hate myself. I hate you guys.
Sorry. We have to do this.
Sorry, Jake isn't a part of that. This is
Yeah.
Brian's fault. Brian, I hate you.
I'm sorry. I don't know who wrote this. What fucking monster wrote this?
Just think, somebody took the time to write that one ironically.
I feel bad being mean about it, but like, when it's this bad, it's hard. It's hard.
You can just hear the ooh-ooh from miles away with it.
The straddles, no, wild beasts. However, the time they're casting from the man is no longer all there due to the overwhelming intensity of the pleasure. It's almost like this is just for placing yourself into. With all the pleasure going to his head, he won't even be able to understand the question being asked, much less answer it. And then when he's afflicted with the curse, he'll be even more enthralled by the Sphinx. Wow. So your job to stop people from coming into the fucking pyramid is
Bad choice of
fuck
words.
them. Damn it. I saw the word mana. Where was it? You know what?
I don't want to know. I'm wearing my headset that has cat ears and I feel really dirty.
Oh no, wait. Milking his mana. There it was.
Thanks.
Furthermore, besides using it to apply the curse as written above, they also use questioning for other things in their daily lives. They often make decisions or judgments depending on the outcome. There's no compelling force as with the above written curse, but when negotiating or having a conversation with them, it would probably be to one's advantage if he were to answer correctly.
You think?
Additionally, unlike Anubis, they don't have much loyalty towards the pharaohs, and their objective of protecting the ruins has been replaced with looking for... Okay, there we go. Looking for men is their real objective.
They're just looking for some dick.
After having ravished a man, they take a liking to him, and regardless of whether they're on duty or not, they take him back with them to their room inside the ruins and seclude themselves in there, enjoying sex again. Wow. Who would have seen that coming?
I like how we're following this up with dog girls.
Yep. If they're trying to make a husband out of the man, they'll prioritize having sex with him from then on, with almost no concern for protecting the ruins. Before they know it, they'll be back in the ruins having sex with the man. Wow. In the case of a man answering her questions correctly and the Sphinx being charmed by him, not only would she go along with the man and disappear somewhere, it is said she may even obey the man and loot the ruins with him. Okay, that's an interesting turn of events. You're smart, they're down to fuck even more, but then they'll help you loot. Wow, good cats. Except for the rape part.
Well, thanks. That's like 10 minutes I can't ever get back.
Same.
How long is this going on for?
An hour.
About an hour of my life I'll never get back.
Yeah, but someone will enjoy it.
That's not the
We
point.
hope.
In Greek tradition, the Sphinx has the head of the human, the haunches of a lion, and sometimes the wings of a bird. It is mythicized as treacherous and merciless. Those who cannot answer its riddles suffer fate, typically in such mythological stories, as they are killed and eaten by this ravenous monster. See, it's not that far off. They're just eaten in a different way. In European decorative art, the Sphinx enjoyed a major revival during the Renaissance. Later, the Sphinx image, something very similar to the original ancient Egyptian concept, was exported into many other countries, albeit often interpreted quite differently, due to translations of descriptions of the originals and the evolution of the concept in relation to other cultural traditions. That was a sentence and a half. I couldn't get a grip on what I was just saying there, but I made it through I made it through.
Lucky for us.
This is better than the rape part, isn't it? At least we're learning something. Largest and most famous Sphinx is the Great Sphinx of Giza, situated in the Giza Plateau, adjacent to the Great Pyramids of Giza. Oh, it's on the west bank of the Nile River. Neat. Sphinx is located southeast of the pyramids. Date of construction is uncertain, just like the pyramids. What names their builders gave to these statues is not known. They would have names.
Would they?
At the Great Sphinx site, a 1400 BC inscription on a... What is this word? Stele? Stele? Steel? Steely. There we go. On a stele belonging to the 18th dynasty. Yeah, I did it. Belonging to the 18th dynasty, Pharaoh Thutmose IV.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Oh, I'm not good at interpreting other languages. It lists the names of 3 aspects of the local sun deity of that period. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, it's got translations. Khepri, Ra, and Atum. Or Atem. Or just Tem. Tammy? Many pharaohs had their heads carved atop the guardian statues for their tombs to show their close relationship with this powerful soul deity, Sekhmet. Or Sakhamet. Or
Suck
Sakhet.
it to me.
Or Sekhet.
Yep.
Why do they have so many names? Oh, she's a lioness, that goddess. Or deity. Oh god, there's Greek ones too. I just realized I had to read that. The Bronze Age, the Hellenes had trade and cultural contacts with Egypt before the time that Alexander the Great occupied Egypt. The Greek name Sphinx was already applied to these statues. Greek mythology, a Sphinx is represented as a monster with the head of a woman, the body of a lioness, and wings of an eagle. And a serpent-headed tail. Wow, that's way cooler than the Sphinx in the Monster Encyclopedia. What the fuck?
I agree.
I don't need to read about riddles. I don't need to worry. I don't want to worry about the rest of this. What?
So dog girls.
Hang on. I had to see this. So do you.
No.
Here you go.
No.
That's the European version.
That face.
Right?
She looks like she smelled a bad fart. Hers, probably. Oh, I see her nipple.
You can just look at my anime waifu in Fallout.
Alright, I've had enough of Sphinx. Yeah, I can just look at that.
So the last girl we have tonight is the kobold, which is a doggo. Not to be confused with what they're named after, because that absolutely has nothing to do with doggos. So I'm
not
just
furries
for the
here,
sake...
by the way. Not furries.
Yeah. So just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna call it a doggo girl. But they live in the plains and mountains and caves and human settlements. Their disposition is meek and simple and submissive. And it says, oh, I just read it somewhere, that they're they're simple, but they're not stupid. They're just kind of, like, oh, it's right here. It's not that they have low intelligence, but their thinking is mostly simple and instinctive. So when they want affection from their master, god damn it, they will be upfront with their feelings and just snuggle up against him. Well,
yeah, like real dogs.
That's not so bad, but we know what their intention is, so that's why I'm like, damn it.
Their intention for regular dogs is usually give me food.
Yeah, but they're covered in fur with a petite body that widely inhabits various
They're not too
regions,
covered in fur.
No, they're not furry. They're just cute doggo girls, but not a puggo girl, because we've already established that would not be very cute.
A puggle.
They said to have docile, friendly personalities, and they will recognize human men that strike their fancy as their masters, and they will accompany them living together. They love being praised by their masters, and they can find such things precious, like plants and ores and preying animals in the forest, and give it to, like if they're like, hey, go get me that, they'll go do it. See, this is too wholesome right now. I'm really expecting it to go south. They are very expressive with their emotions. If they're happy, they will smile fully and wag their cute little tail. Aww. If they're sad, their eyes will become teary, their tail will droop, and so will their ears. I'm assuming. It doesn't mention their ears, but I'm just assuming. They express emotion with their entire body, not just their facial expressions. Say, where's this? I'm just expecting it to get bad somewhere, and I'm trying to brace myself for it.
It's gonna happen.
No, here it is.
Oh god.
But even so, they're still monsters. So even the slightest little thing can intimidate them and unexpectedly trigger a lustful frenzy. As that happens. As one can discern from the way they use the whole body to seek affection, having their body touched by their masters is extremely pleasing to them.
Head pats are okay, just don't make it too okay.
Of course, their breasts and their lower parts, but I'm not even making this up. This is what I'm reading. Of course, their breasts and their lower body parts, but also just having their belly or head patted will cause an expression of total ecstasy and make them terribly aroused. God damn it. Also, they love their master's scent.
Oh, of course they do.
Just getting a whiff of his masculine odor is enough to set them off and send them into heat, whether they are sniffing his clothes or relaxing in bed. Furthermore, they frequently move their face close into their masters just to try to sniff them. They will not attack their master. Instead, they'll just wait to receive his permission, or he makes a move on them. So maybe they aren't rapey. It sounds like they wait until they are been like, okay, you can have the dick now.
So
like,
they're
okay.
good doggos.
Yeah, so far this is the most wholesome one.
Yeah.
The strange thing is, regardless of the fact that they cannot use any kind of charm or spell at all, most of those who become their masters will lose their inhibitions, stroking and teasing their breasts. God. And lower parts become as normal to them as playing with a dog. I don't like how they worded that.
We gotta get through it.
Additionally, when praising them as a reward, the master...
Sorry, I read ahead.
Yeah, that's why I stopped, because I just read it too. Additionally, when praising them as a reward, the master will let the girl suck his penis or permit her to mate. Once they have mated, they change from a cute little doggy to breasts with desires to bear
with a desire to bear their master's offspring. No, you don't have to read the rest of it. Please don't. Please do not.
No, now I have to.
No. I don't want that sentence to be read out loud.
Please read it out loud.
No. It's bad.
They engulf the penis with their petite body, rocking their hips back and forth violently in a bestial manner to ensure that the semen is poured inside their womb as deeply as possible.
I don't need my name attached to this. I don't.
This is your fault, Brian. You made us do this. They are adored by many humans and monsters. And most of their masters say that they are man's best friend.
Yeah, Brian.
They're technically called a kobold, but if you look at Wikipedia, a kobold is a sprite that comes from Germany, and they can materialize in the form of an animal, fire, or human being in a candle. So maybe that's where they get the doggo from.
I think it was
really...
they didn't want to call it something, so they stole it from something else.
Yeah, because much like the other one, this has nothing to do with it. You know, it's just like it's a little sprite.
By the way,
the most common depictions of kobolds shows them as human-like figures the size of small children who live in human homes and wear the clothing of peasants. And they mine. And they like to live on... Wait, hold on. They live on ships and smoke pipes and wear sailors' clothing.
Weird. Hang on. We don't really need too much more of the actual kobold because it's not even close.
I say, yeah, it has nothing to do with it.
You missed the final paragraph.
No, I didn't miss it. I avoided it.
Oh, but we must tell of this one.
No, I read the last 2 sentences and decided, no, I didn't want to.
In some anti-monster religious states, there are those who advocate for sheltering them. In the religious states with more lenient laws, it is even permitted to have them as pets. Even in such countries, fornication with a monster is supposedly disapproved for the most part. But as mentioned above, it appears that most owners will end up having sex with them. So perhaps it is quietly being tolerated.
It kind of reminds me, there's a town that's next to us that's really
Really in having sex with cows.
Well, the saying is men is men and the sheep are scared. That reminds me of that. The men are men and the doggos are scared because they'll end up have sex with. Oh.
Our friends in the UK like to make that same joke about the Welsh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's always been a joke about the town next to us.
I mean, I watched a podcast where they have like famous guests, quote unquote famous guests. They have like YouTuber guests on, and they had Jacksepticeye on for an episode. And they always ask them about like masturbation stories, and apparently Jacksepticeye ran through a field of sheep naked once.
This says that they are the most harmless of all the monsters to humans.
Well, that's nice.
Well, I mean, they don't rape. I think this is probably the only one that doesn't rape so far that we've gone through. Hang on.
We have one last article.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. It's elves.
Yeah, we do. It's apparently elves.
It's elves. We don't really need the Wikipedia article for this one because you know what elves are, you fucks.
That's like top tier MapleStory waifu right there.
Whatever. I don't know who. Am I gonna see a picture? I'm assuming I'm going to see a picture.
I can give you plenty of pictures, Brian.
I just need one.
Here, I will send you like the top 10 pictures I have of whatever this
top
is. Okay,
one.
There we go.
Top 1 pictures.
All right, here. I'm gonna just start uploading shit tons of.
Oh, this girl! You could have just said her name. Stop! Oh God, stop, please!
I don't even know if there's porn in there, but
did you use her as a profile picture at one point?
Yeah, all the goddamn time.
Okay, I thought she looked
profile
familiar.
picture right now, actually.
It's a picture of my character.
Oh, neat.
That my friend drew.
Jake, this is going to make it very hard to get to the pictures I fucking downloaded or sent up earlier. Please stop. I'm not gonna put any of these up.
I can't click on my Discord anymore.
Dude, did you freeze it?
Oh, there we go.
Stop clicking.
I stopped clicking like a while ago. It's just...
Oh my God. There was that many.
About half of them didn't go through.
Maybe I'll make a collage. No, I won't. One of these is just nudity.
One of them might be. I don't know.
I saw titties.
All right. Well,
I told you I'm taking the sorted out version of it, and I took like however far I dragged down, which was pretty far actually. There's a lot of images in that folder.
All right. Well,
have fun with that. It's not my problem anymore. I'm not editing.
Elves are a forest-dwelling race in the encyclopedia world that are not naturally counted amongst the monsters. Wait, they're not?
No. They're people, Brian.
Oh, when exposed to demonic energy, female elves can be twisted into nymphomaniacal monster versions of their original species. Well, I guess I have to find that part.
I guess. Oh, Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Okay, here it is. Oh.
And they look down on pretty much all the other races.
Do they?
That's what it says.
Oh, I didn't read that part. Whatever. That's elves. That's elves for you.
When they become monsters in the style of angels, the elves' high magical powers prevent them from sprouting succubus horns and wings. Wait, what? That?
Yeah, it takes quite a turn. Ancient rivalry with the dwarves, previous age of former demon lord, because of rivals. Succubi and dark elves particularly enjoy corrupting regular elves. Okay, so that's where it comes into play. Only those who receive succubus energy are turned into succubi are treated as monsters. Elves normally live deep in the forest, but those who have become succubi will be banished from their village due to the laws of the elves. Afterwards, since they naturally seek human men due to the succubus instinct, they will often wander at the outskirts of the forest near human settlements. Due to their innately high magical energy in early stages, they won't be completely violated. In the early stages, they won't be completely violated by succubus energy. The horns, wings, and tail normally seen in succubi are nowhere to be found, and they retain their noble and proud elven mind. However, in contrast with their hearts, oh my gosh, Kingdom Hearts in this bitch. Oh boy.
Can you not talk about trash in front of me?
Sorry, I'll put it in the dumpster where it belongs. Their body... That's gonna piss someone off. Their body will have completely changed into that of a succubus, and it will always throb seeking human men, tempting their hearts. Due to their elven mind, they'll find it disgusting and will desperately try to resist the throbbing. That's the name of the episode. Try to resist the throbbing.
Throbbing what?
So we're not going to name it Cat Puss?
No, I can't. We can't put that up.
Why are there so many legendary pack raiders here?
I found a monster girl called Bicorn.
Oh, yeah, the Bicorn's a real monster.
Yeah, it's a unicorn with 2 horns, but I just thought it was funny because it was Bicorn.
That's double horny.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I can't read any more of this. They just turn into succubi. Oh, wait. Ironically, the longer they endure being a succubus, the more powerful and lewd a succubus elf they end up. Those who have completely become succubi will actively seduce and have sex with men, as if the hatred of humanity they had harbored until then was just a lie. As if having been ashamed of being so pure until then, they'll receive the thick white...
Thick, sticky white praise of their friends.
They'll receive what,
Brian? I'm not reading.
The sticky white praise of their friends.
Yeah, the sticky white praise of their friends.
Are we done? Because I'm done.
We're done. I'm done.
I can't take it anymore.
Nuka-Cola. Oh.
Jake, you got the fucking least of it.
Nuka power recipe.
He got to fucking just sit there playing Fallout 4 the entire time, but we talked about this shit.
I mean, half of them I wasn't even paying attention.
You guys watching this may love Monster Girls, or may have fucking already tapped out early. Who knows? Because we were being so disrespectful. But you know what? We had to read this out loud. Some of us in front of people.
You had to read this out loud.
Then my husband has his headset on. Even if he didn't, he's probably not surprised by any of this when it comes from me at this point.
I mean, yeah. But hey. Hope you liked it.
My poor dogs had to hear it.
They're fine. They're pugs.
My poor ears had to hear this.
At least you don't have to hear it a second time. Because there is a lot to edit.
Say not until the next Monster Girl episode.
That's like 10 to 20 episodes from now. Who knows how long it'll be. Last time it was like 13, I think.
We definitely keep it in like the 10-ish realm.
Yeah. But hey,
thanks for putting up with that, anybody that's still here.
Yeah, thanks for putting up with almost an hour and a half of this.
I know, we were so happy to do it.
Fragmentation grenade Merv? What the fuck is that?
Jake's enjoying himself, and we'll be going.
Okay, bye.
Bye, friends.